Hey everybody, Tony Gohard here yet again for another punk rock cook, and today we are getting into making some queso. Now, this is going to be super simple, super easy. Basically it's only four ingredients that you need, but I'm also going to be making the tortilla chips, freshly fried. So we're going to jump into the ingredients for the queso first. What I have here is some Velveeta. Today we are using sharp cheddar. Usually we'll be using original, sometimes we use sharp cheddar, and then sometimes we use just like really off-brand, store-brand stuff. And those never come out good, but sharp cheddar I really like, and the original Rebecca really likes. So we're doing sharp cheddar this time. You're gonna take this block, you're gonna cut it in half. After you cut it in half, start to chunk it down, chop it, slice it, smash it, whatever you wanna do, just as long as it's inside small pieces, so that way it's easy for it to melt. Before you do anything, what you're going to do is you're going to get your pot and you're going to take some milk, just regular milk. This is whole milk. You can use 2%, whatever, it doesn't matter. Put the milk in first, put about maybe an ounce to 2 ounces. You're going to put that in there and then you're going to let that heat. While that's heating, then you'll start adding in the chunks of Velveeta. After that stuff is added and it's all together, start sprinkling in some what is this, red pepper, chili powder. That's what it is. This is chili powder. This one is dark chili powder. The other times we had New Mexico chili. Just as long as it's chili powder, some kind of, powdery form. So dump that in there, and then you're also gonna put your favorite salsa. We like garlic lovers salsa, roasted garlic lovers. This one is awesome just by itself. So put that in with the queso. And as far as measurements for these, I'd say probably a tablespoon of this. A tablespoon, not a teaspoon. And for the salsa, do probably 2 ounces. Put those in while the queso is heating up, and then just keep stirring it and stirring it. And that's essentially that. Let me grab the tortillas so I can show you what's going on with that. These are the tortillas, just regular corn tortillas. They can be white, yellow, green, blue, it doesn't matter, just as long as they're corn tortillas. We've tried using flour tortillas, and it doesn't come out quite right. They get a little bit like tough on the outside, but not crunchy, and then they end up chewy in the middle, and it's just a weird experience. So use corn tortillas, and these normally I would cut them like, pizza shapes, like that, and then that, to where it's 8 pieces. But Rebecca's been liking them in strips. So I'm gonna cut these up and then I'll show you what the strips look like. They're just the way you're thinking is strips, but I'm gonna show you anyway. Before I do that, I need you to hit that likes button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, drop a comment in the comment box, let me know how you do your queso, or if you even tried making your own queso. It's super easy, it's awesome, and it goes with everything. So make sure you do that and check out the Patreon page, because the Patreon helps me to be able to get things for this channel, my other channels. You'll get your name on the end card. And then right now I'm figuring out how to do members only streams, live streams, so that we can hang out, and I'll be able to post a link on Patreon. Once I figure that out, it'll get going, but I'm doing live streams either way. But there will be special members only live streams exclusive for anybody on Patreon. So be sure to check that out. I'm gonna cut these up and I'll be back. Alright, the frying is done. The queso is done. Again, super simple. Just put it on medium-high heat. At first let it melt, then once it starts to all melt down, put it on the lowest heat that you possibly can. For us it's a little bit more difficult because we have a gas stove. So there's only so low we can turn it down. But when all of that is finished and it all gets mixed up all together, chili powder, salsa, all of that good stuff, you'll end up with a nice golden yellow pot of deliciousness. So delicious that you'll probably have leprechauns looking at it, thinking that's a nice golden pot. Again, for the tortillas, like I said, slice them up. Rebecca likes them in strips. Like this. This is what you'll start with. Just cut it in little strips like that. Oops, just dropped it. Fry it up, and then bam. This is what you'll end up with. A nice, crispy tortilla strip. This is still going to be hot, so it's not going to be thickened. Yeah, see how it just drips off? It's because it's still really hot. You can see all the steam coming off of that. It tastes great. So, this stuff will start to, it'll start to thicken as it sits. You can give it a little stir. Make sure that you get all of the salsa and good stuff up to the top. Give it a good little stir as it's settling. When it cools down, it'll thicken up. It'll be the perfect dip. And if you did it right, you didn't put too much milk, you didn't put too much anything, it should have a nice consistency. That's why you start off with such a small amount of milk. If you put too much, then it's going to be runny, and you can't really do anything other than add more cheese to thicken it back up. So start with less liquid, and then you won't have that problem. Then you can add more if you need to, but you can't take out. So, you know. So that's that. The queso is done. The chips are done. I just need to season them. I like to season them with more chili powder and garlic powder. Sometimes onion powder, but not that much. So I'll put that all together, shake it up inside a bowl, and then you'll have chips, queso, and that's perfect. This goes with everything. It goes for game day, scary movies, coming back from a show, anything. Queso is always awesome. Perfect thing to turn to. So make sure you hit that like button, do all those things that I said before, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.